Northern Ruckus family. I know we've been a while, a little hiatus, but we're back. Today we have a very special guest, Trey Richards.
What's going on, man? What's going on?
Yeah, one of the biggest influencers in Canada.
Oh, man.
Host of the Random Order podcast. One of the founders of For Y'all Entertainment.
Yeah.
Here he is in the flesh.
Real nigga, number one. Yeah, I'm here, man. What's going on?
How you feeling, man? How's it feel to be back home?
Oh, good, man. Good, man. I feel like you were the first person I had to check. I haven't seen anyone. I haven't done anything, honestly.
No, I appreciate that when you hit me up.
Yeah. No, for sure. I told you I wanted to do it. That's one of the things, man, after leaving the city is like, you start to see like who's not around anymore. I was just like, damn, bro, we're all alone out here. So you start seeing like who you miss. No homo.
Yeah.
And you gotta get tapped back in. So man.
And people don't know we go way back, right? Because I think we only had like the one video online, with Tycho.
Yeah. Bro, I was just thinking about the other day. You drove out to Brampton.
Yeah.
I think you were late.
I probably was. Especially back then.
Yeah. I think you were late. But yo, it was like, to us at that time, man, I was like, it was huge for us. Just kind of like we're doing something else other than music. You know what I mean? We're doing comedy, and I just felt like we're not really the outcast, but we're outcast because we're in Brampton and shit. So like that embracement, nah, man, we really, really appreciated it.
Even just back then, like the content creation wasn't really a big deal.
It wasn't a thing, man.
No.
It wasn't a thing, man.
You guys were really the ones who started that, and that's one of the things too. I really wanted to give you your flowers while you're here and just say like, man, like everyone's on that now, and you guys were like the first. You really paved the way for a lot of people with that.
Yeah, honestly, it feels crazy, man. Like to even just look back at the time, because we were so young at that time, man. Like we're super
babyface back then.
Yeah. Bro, it was honestly more times it was a shock for us when like certain people were fucking with it. So when you said you were fucking with it, it was weird because I was already fucking with you and your music. And I'm like, there's no way, like, how's he fuck with us? You know what I mean? So to have that moment and do that video, like it was nice, and we're still pulling references from that video like to this day. So
and when would it really click when you knew like this is it, like this is our lane, like, you know?
Damn, I'd say it was probably after like that Phony G shit. Like
after we did the video?
Yeah, like after that we started like building the character up. We just seen that we were kind of tapping into a different part. I think Phony G was our first like try creatively at tapping into like a Toronto scene, but not bashing it, like really giving it its love of saying like, yo, people really talk like that. Because before Tycho was Phony G, like making that whole mixtape, and then Tycho was just like a better version of Phony G, all put
2.0.
2.0.
Yeah,
so.
And I say it all the time, like people don't realize a lot of like Toronto culture, it really is almost like a parody. Like the extreme side of things are like, yo, fam, you're cheesing me. Like, hey, we're just joking around. Like, you know, like around. I promise you, if anyone talks like that in real life, it's just because they have a mental problem.
Yeah. No, bro, I'm telling you, everything starts as a joke. Like, even I say type shit way too often, but that started as a joke. People say, you hungry? Type shit. And
you realize how useful it is, too.
It's so useful. To talk like a Toronto man, it's so easy. I can get to the point quick. Man's marved. You get it. Everyone understands what I need to do now.
Yeah, or sucking your teeth a certain way. Just don't cheese me. Like,
Yeah, the attitude of it. So it's like, a lot of it was really just like giving the city like, yo, this is how we talk, this is how we communicate. Some people are really lost in it, but it's just like at the end of the day, it's all started kind of as like a joke. So
I love it, and I feel like, you know, being from Brampton, like you said, a little bit of outcast, but it's like I feel like over time Brampton has done so much culturally, where it's like it's just a part of the city. I don't really care how far away it is from the city. Like it's just as much a part of the city as anywhere else, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like people that shifted in Toronto once Toronto started getting its light, because Toronto as a whole was an outcast to like all the states. So once like Toronto got its light and got its shine, and we had all this talent coming out of Toronto, people are like, all right, we can accept Brampton now. You know what I mean? But
exactly.
Yeah, Brampton was just this running joke, and I never understood why, but we're like, all right, we'll run with it and just claim Brampton.
Well, how do you feel now, like when you go back home after like going to like, you know, you've been all over the world now at this point. How you feel coming back home now? Like, what do you think the difference is?
Bro, it's crazy. It's like I really see how bored we were, and I really seen like what we had, and I'm like, yo, there's literally nothing here, and this is why we like had to make something. We had to find an outlet. So it's just like, especially at that time, bro, we were like, my parents were separating. So I was just like, all right, everyone was in our school, like our high school. There's every type of crowd you can think of. So it was really just, all right, what path are we trying to go down? I like making jokes type shit, so we'll just do that. But it all just started from boredom because there's nothing to do in Brampton. But
And I say it all the time. Boredom is like the best thing for creativity, and I think that's why creativity is on the down, because we got Netflix.
Niggas ain't bored.
Yeah,
Niggas ain't bored
Netflix, 24
anymore.
hours, whatever you want. You got video games, the internet, Instagram, scrolling. There's not a lot of time where you're bored, and even like a lot of times when I catch myself being bored, I'll be like, let me go on the internet, like, you know, let me just start scrolling, right? So we don't have a lot of time where we sit there with our thoughts, you know?
Bro, it's quick, and that's why even like, I mean, I'm going all over the place, but someone like Frank Ocean, you know what I mean? When he stopped making music, I'm like, yeah, the nigga just has to like go experience some shit and get like back into that flow of whatever it is to create. And for us, like some people thrive off boredom, like you're saying.
Yeah.
I won't be like, I'm bored and let me go do some more boring shit. Like I'm gonna go do something to get me out of that boredom, you know?
100%.
So yeah.
And now I think I seen on your bio, your main thing, you're calling yourself a writer, right?
Yeah.
So do you like to let yourself get bored, or like you said, you know, go experience some new things and then go back and put it into your writing, or do you have like a daily schedule?
I don't even know, man. Honestly, I think my biggest thing is just living life. Like I just gotta live life and figure out experiences, but also hear other people, like their experiences, their life, how you're living, how they're living.
Yeah.
Get that, you know what I mean? And then just kind of, it comes together as a writer, just putting everything out. But I think that changed even like 2020, 2019. And that was like the shift of it all. Like everything was very much like a transitional period. And I think my brother and I kind of figured that out. Like, all right, we're good at making sketch comedy. We're good at making people laugh. But like, what do we really, really want to do? Do I want to be behind the camera? Do I want to be a director? Do I want to be like, we were wearing so many hats on YouTube, you know what I mean? So it's like, once we had to ask ourselves that question, because Jermaine was more into writing than I was. Like I wasn't really writing too much. He was writing everything. And I was just there throwing in ideas, but I wasn't confident enough to write. So a lot of that had to be with me just being sat down and saying, all right, let me just try and like put something funny on paper. Let me try and do this. And then I found that like, oh, love in writing, found the love in like directing, or you know what I mean? So
really your brother helped you find that.
Yeah.
And you get to work like really closely with her. Even a lot of people like they ask me all the time, like when I bring you up to be like, oh, like they're twins and stuff. Like, you know, like you and your brother are really close. That must help a lot, you know, like in this industry to have someone right there with you for everything, right?
Yeah. Bro, I just told him, I was just like, because now we're entering a new door of like TV and production, and like it's sick. It's sick, but it comes with a lot. So just like when you get onto the internet, you see like the new shit that you have to kind of balance. You see all the problems, you see the people, you see like spaces, trying to find a space to film, and then it's like someone takes it away, and then now it's like getting someone to hold the camera. You just figure out all that. So now with the TV shit, we're figuring out so much, but I'm like, yo, it's so easy to do with you because it's like, I know I can turn around this way. You're not gonna stab me in my back.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's the number one thing. I can
never
trust
have to
you.
question it.
I don't have to question that. So a lot of that is just like, all right, we'll figure it out together. When I'm lost, we kind of help you like recalibrate. But it's a blessing, man. I'm grateful to do it with him, honestly.
And I see you guys are doing a lot of filming lately. You're working on a show.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that.
Yeah, we're working on a show called The Office Movers. It's gonna be a 6-episode Crave special. Fucking crazy, man. Honestly, I really can't believe it. But 2019, again, we got this offer, and that's when we figured, like, yo, we're in a transitional period. We gotta like, this is our next step. We always saw YouTube as a platform to get to wherever we're going, and then jump over to the next thing. And now, like, let's go, because YouTube 100%. Wasn't gonna be forever.
100%.
So after we did Judge Psycho, Bell offered us this show with Crave, and then we're like, okay, yeah, definitely interested. They told us, like, think about it. It's going to be in a different bag, whatever we wanted to do. So now this was like, all right, I'm going to have to help write a lot more. I'm going to have to help. And Judge Cycle, we kind of got in that writing bag, but it was just the next step for us. So I was like, all right, this feels right.
And who came up with the idea for the show? Was it you or your brother?
Bro, it's actually weird because Judge Psycho, we had maybe in I want to say 2017, I had the idea. We didn't do it till 2019. This show we had from like 2011.
Yeah.
So it's just been sitting down
forever.
Bro, it's weird how this shit like always comes back around. But I think initially Jermaine said like, this is something. This is a gold mine. So the show is basically, it's based off a lot of real events. It's a moving company that my brother and I are trying to basically keep afloat. but my dad has a moving company in real life.
Okay, so this is like real life experiences.
Yeah, that's where we shot the video. We shot it in a shop.
Yeah. I remember that.
It was based off all that. So for me and Jermaine to even do videos, my dad was like, all right. So I was like, all right, I'm not going to school. I'm not going to sign on. Jermaine was already in school. We're a year apart. He was already in Humber, and I had to go apply. And I'm just like, bro, like, school's not my thing. Like, I'm a smart nigga, man. I'm going to get it done. So I'm getting like B's and C's, but I'm like, my grades are bad because I don't care about this shit.
Yeah.
But the shit I cared about, like gym, cooking, and fucking English and writing, I was doing good in.
Life shit.
I'm like, yeah, I'll do that.
It's always the math and science that gets you.
Bro, what am I fucking? I don't care about this shit, bro. Like math, I know how to add and subtract. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be doing fucking bed math. When's the last time we did that?
No, I know. Trust me.
So whatever. I had to like fight my dad, but then whatever. All that Jamaican, I had to do it this way, and I get it. But I'm like, yo, I gotta live my life, bro. So we came to that agreement by him saying, work in my moving company, and you guys do whatever you need to do. But he gave us like a year to figure it out.
Okay.
We got to the end of that year. He's like, all right, I'll give you another year because you guys made some progress. So we kept going, but we were working with him office moving for like 15 years.
Just behind the scenes and no one
behind
knew.
the scenes. So all the shit that we're buying, like we're buying from office moving and all that. But just while we're in that world, everyone's there like, yo, like, and number one thing, bro, fucking when we started making videos, everyone thought they had a genius idea, and that's our next skit. Yo, you seen the way this guy put the water bottle down? That's your next skit. I'm like, Reggie, what's funny about that though? Like, you know what I mean? So it was always just that like recommendation, and then when we were working with them, everyone was just like, yo, this is a world. This got to be a skit. This got to be a skit. And it sat with us for a minute, and then Jermaine was like, yo, honestly, like I think we could capture this like as a world of office movement. I was like,
just all of it, right?
All of it, everything that comes with it, like the again, that world, the politics and everything. Even with this world of like TV and production, I can write a whole series about it because there's certain characters that come in where I'm just like, as niggas, we know there's certain doors that are open for certain people and not us until someone goes in and kicks the door down. Yeah. And when you go and you kick the door down, you're looking around, you're like, wait, none of you guys belong in here. You guys aren't even like, there's niggas outside that are, you know what I mean, they can do your job, but they're just not in this door. So
100%.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
I don't even want to say it's entirely nepotism, but I'll say this too, bro. Niggas could do a lot of shit that they don't even allow themselves to do.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. It's the niggas that want to do it. They'll find themselves. You'll always find yourself to that door, and you'll open it if you want to.
But you don't even think that it's a possibility. You're never gonna find your way where you should be.
And that's deeply rooted. 100%. I'm gonna get that. But it's just like knowing that you get to the other side of that door, and you're seeing like people are just there because like they just got there. And I'm like, all right, bro.
Or just that they just want to be there. They're not even talented, but they just want it to be there.
And they have more drive than you. It's the same like type people in NBA. Like I don't want to call it Peyton Pritchard, but you know what I mean? Nigga hustles, bro. Just like he wants it more. That's my guy.
He works.
He works, bro. I've been watching him for so long, and I'm happy he secured that bag because he works.
Yeah.
He wants it more. That's it.
And we all know guys who are more, like personally know guys more talented than him, but you don't have that work ethic.
You don't have that work ethic, and that's all it is.
But you guys definitely have that. Do you think it came from the moving company working with your dad?
Oh, it just came from my dad, bro. Like it came from my dad just being I gotta go. We gotta do this. What's the next thing? We can't stay here. Like
I feel like I met your pops because a lot of your skits are about your pops, and a lot of those ones are my favorite ones. Like the toothpaste still can pump.
Yeah, bro. Because that was him. It's like, bro, there's still some in there, but it's because we don't have the money to go get a new toothpaste. It's like, yo, pump that out, bro. So it's all real life experiences, man. But a lot of it is definitely just seeing how ready he was to go and get it done, figure it out. You know what I mean? And then him having his own business, and then. I just had to respect that. So I'm like, yeah, I'll work for you, no problem. Like, whatever, this is your business, I'll respect it and do that. But I just had to let him know, I'm like, yo, I'm not getting stuck here, bro. So, like, that's kind of what the show's about, too. It's like just him wanting to pass something down to us that we're like, you got to understand and respect, this is not for me. Yeah. And once he understood that and, like,
are you guys playing in the show as yourselves?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. I need that. That'll be amazing. I'm definitely going to be watching for sure.
Oh, please, man. Thank you.
Nah, that'd be dope.
It's exciting, man. It's exciting. Honestly, Bell and the whole team, they're really trusting Jermaine and I to hands off. Yo, you guys.
I mean, as they should, right? Like you said, you guys are the young people with the ideas, right?
Yeah.
They have the infrastructure to make it all work, but you guys have the ideas that are really going to make it pop off, right?
Tight shit. Yeah, there I go again. But yeah, it's exciting, man, because usually you get to that point and it's like, you're like, whatever I had to do, I did to get to this point, and then now they try to switch up and say, okay, well, we'll have this person do this and this person do that. I'm like, yo, Bregin, now you just fucked up my whole project, my whole science project. You know what I mean? Like the flow, the rhythm, everything's off now. So it's like, it's good to get in that door and then them still say like, all right, do whatever you guys need to do. Because Judge Cycle is the same thing. I'm like, yo, I had this idea. They're like, all right, here, you think you can make it with this? We're like, oh yeah, for sure. We're making skits for $0.
Yeah.
So fucking, you give us a budget now, like we'll show you what to do with that. But just being resourceful, man, honestly, and that all comes from my dad.
Exactly.
So
I was gonna say that comes again from him, right?
it just all goes down to him.
In your family, you got you, your brother, your dad, is what I know. But what other members in there, and what role you felt like? Do you feel you played in your family?
Shit. Oh my God. My family is such like a fucking, I mean, everyone's family, but so I have an older brother, Ryan. That's the eldest. He's 4 years older than me. Then there's Jermaine. Then there's me. And then there's my sister. Then there's my mom, my dad. They split. I have a stepmom. She has a son and a daughter. But at this time, we're like, when my dad remarried, it was like 2013, 2012. So it was like, I want to say I was too far gone, but I'm a grown man. My beard was coming in. What am I going to do? You know what I mean?
You weren't really too focused on the home life.
Not really, man. But, you know, I was there in open arms type shit. I love my stepmom, that family. And what my dad is on now, he's a changed man, like totally different from what he once was. So that's beautiful.
And you must be the funny one in the family, no?
My dad?
No, you.
Oh, shit. My dad, bro.
Really?
Yeah, my dad's a joker.
That's where you get your sense
man.
of humor from?
I think so. That guy is a joker. And
That's amazing.
Bro, he put on like Chappelle show for us, like when we were kids. Like I was always watching Seinfeld, like
and Boondocks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So is he playing himself in the show?
I want to, but he's a shy guy, man.
He's not ready for the cameras.
Yeah, and like he'll come on he came on our podcast a couple times and he loves it, and the people go up to him and he loves all that. But now it's just playing with time. A lot of people on set. We need the shot, so
it has to be professionally done.
It has to be professional. I don't know how often we can get him out of work because it's like 21 days. So it's like, I did want to, but we casted someone that looks identical to him.
So you did the actual casting yourself?
Yeah.
What was that like? Walk me through that experience.
It was crazy because a lot of times, like when we're doing the YouTube shit, we knew, yo, it's this person. We got to call this person. We got to call this person.
Yeah, you're just calling people directly, right?
Yeah, but it's people that we know that are like, oh, you're perfect for this because you're actually that guy.
Yeah.
But without telling them that, and it's just like
you don't tell them you're making fun of them before you cast.
I'm like, bro, just be yourself, bro. That's when it clicks. But that's the thing, man. People always try to be something that they're not, and I'm like, yo, like I love you for this.
Yeah,
just be that.
I remember when we were shooting our episode, your boy was there, and at first he wasn't being himself, and you're like, yo, cut it out. And then, bro, when he started being himself, it was the funniest thing.
He was the best.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, just be yourself, man. And it's like, it's that corny messaging and all that shit that's just people look off, but that's generally what it is, bro. It's just be yourself.
You hear it so many times, you think it can't be true, but you're only hearing it so many times because it is true.
Because bro, the cliches are true, man, and that's just like one of those things. But no, the casting process was fun, man. A lot of it, we casted people that we knew.
Did you film it?
Not yet. No.
I mean, like, did you film the casting?
Oh, fuck yeah. We have audition tapes.
Right? Because it must be really funny. Not even just thinking about, like, could have been records and stuff like that. But I always wanted to do a casting call and choose people because it must be hilarious.
Bro, because they're all reading the same thing. So now you're just seeing the difference between people who get it and don't get it. Because you guys all got the same handout type shit. You guys all got, like, same fucking files, same thing, read this, same instructions. And now it's like they just left you alone with it. So seeing people come back that get it, and the ones that I'm like, okay, if you give a little direction, like you just know. So
was it a close race?
Honestly, yeah. There's a couple. But certain people I knew, I'm like, I'm not even like looking for you because I already know you're it. I'll help you out, whatever you need to do. Our boy Just did a show as well. Late Bloomer. It's out right now.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I love him. I love him. He's one of the funniest comedians in the city for sure.
Bro, yeah. And that's someone else that just like, we met, we clicked, and we just got it. But even with him, like he rode behind a lot of people that, like one of the main stars in the show, she'd never acted before, but he paid out of his personal pocket, put her in acting school while everything's going on. But she did the best.
That's amazing.
I'm like, that's what you do. You make that sacrifice, so now that person has a little bit more belief. Maybe they go and flip it, do it to someone else.
Become the biggest star in the world even too, right?
Who knows? Who the fuck knows, man? But it's just all for the art of like, all right, bringing to life an idea, and that's just fucking, That's priceless, man.
Yeah, that's what's
bringing
up.
shit to life, man.
So are you big on that, like manifestation and stuff like that? You know, bringing things from your mind into reality.
Yeah, for sure, man. I think you have to be, man. And it sounds so weird. 'Cause I remember when I was like 21 and this girl was telling me about like energy and fucking
Vibrations and crystals.
Yeah.
That's the thing we always joke about. We say some people take it too far, right? And you want to know exactly like. You don't want to get too lost in the sauce. Start growing dreads, especially the crazy white people dreads. Like they're just they form themselves. That you feel crazy.
There. So yeah, sometimes I'm just like, all right, you know, I'll make fun of it, but no, it's a real thing, man. Because there's, funny enough, today I was trying to find a text from my brother, and I was reading back what I said like, maybe been like 4 years ago. But it's like what's happening right now, and it gave me goosebumps. I'm like, that's fucking weird. Like, you know what I mean? Read this. So
even just the fact that you stumbled upon it to read it again.
You know what I mean? Like, so I definitely believe in that, man. Like, there's too much things that happen to us that I can't really explain other than that. Like, yo, we never gave up. We just kept going, had a dream. We said we'll get here, and it's just like none of this is like a coincidence, you know? So
no, it can't be. It can't be.
Yeah, no, you need that. So.
And are you spiritual? You believe in like a higher power?
Bro, I don't know what I believe in anymore. Obviously, I believe in God. Like, my dad's a Christian man going to the whatever, but I'm on that time where I just like, I question everything.
Yeah. And do you feel like that's something more from our generation? Because you were saying the same thing earlier with your dad saying, you know, you got to work and you can't just, but we're more of a generation of chasing your dreams and I don't know the answers, but I'm going to figure it out. Like, you know?
Yeah, I'll figure it out. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe, but only a select few of us. Because not everyone's like that. Because like, there's just like my brother, my oldest brother, he thinks totally different from us. And like today I was just talking to my brother. I'm just like, yo, I don't understand. Like our souls are the same. At the core, we're the same person. So it's like, why am I able to look at like this room and say, oh yeah, I can own this one day if I really wanted to. Where he's looking at this like, oh, this is nice. And that's it. Where it's like, I'm thinking like, all right, like first question I ask, like, what is this space? What do people do here? I just want to know. Like,
I've been wondering that type of stuff too, because I look at like my siblings sometimes, and I'm like, we literally grew up in the same house. Like, how are we so different? Like, you know. But I think just the different environments that we expose ourselves to. And like I said, you've been all over the world, so there's so many experiences that you have that you might be thinking, yeah, this is my brother, but you've seen a million things he hasn't seen, right?
No, that's a fact too, man. I try to take that into consideration, but end of the day, my fault. I watched you brush your teeth the same place I brush my teeth. Like I had to leave that, so it's like. And leaving the city and then coming back and talking to certain people, you see who's like very trapped into like their daily routine or nothing's bigger than the city. I'm like, yo, like there's so much more out there.
Yeah,
like,
but it's an expensive city. Sometimes it is easy to get caught up in paying the bills. But you got to remember that life is so much more than just, you know, these dollars and cents.
Yeah, bro. Because even when we said when we told everyone we're leaving to Orlando, a lot of it was just like fear and like coming out and like, oh, why are you leaving? Where are you going? Like, no, like that's
other people putting their fears and insecurities on you, right? Isn't that crazy?
I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I already sold my shit, bro. Like, I gotta go. Like, you know what I mean? So it's just weird how like a lot of us we're just afraid, and I get that. I'm afraid too, but.
So tell me more about that. Like sometimes, you know, you just gotta like, especially you said moving to Orlando, because that's big, right? And I've never been able to commit to a big move like that. And I know a lot of people want to do stuff like that, but don't have that courage. For you, is it just like you see what you need to do, and you just that's a part of the journey, or you just like to try new things?
Bro, honestly, it's not crazy, but so people always told me to do shrooms.
hey, it doesn't sound crazy to me. I'm big on shrooms, huh? I'm big on shrooms, so don't worry about that. You're preaching to the choir.
Yeah. Okay, so this is why I rock with you. So they're telling me to do shrooms. And at this point, I'm just like, we're just smoking. And I was like, as far as we went. Yeah. And I'm like, I'll do it when I'm ready. I don't know when it'll be, but I just feel like when it happens, I'll be like, yeah, this is time. It's fine. So it's COVID now. It's like August, and my boy he's like telling me, "Oh, you gotta do shrooms." And now they're sending shrooms in the mail or some shit at this point. Okay, bro, I didn't even know it was possible because I'm like, all right, where do you get it? I have to trust where I'm getting it from. I have so many like requirements for me. And
they're mailing it to you in Orlando from here?
No, I'm still in Toronto at this point. Sorry. Okay. This is COVID. I left 2021, so gotcha. COVID 2020. My boy's like, yeah, I have a fresh batch of shrooms coming in. So I'm like, all right, whatever, come over. I think it's time we do it. And at this point, again, I'm saying it's a transitional period. So we have like hell of fucking just things written down, like things we have to do, things we want to do, goals, all that shit. Okay.
You guys keep it like visually so you can see it?
Yeah. We started doing that more. So at this point, it was probably like Jermaine had it written down in his notebook. I had it written down on my shit, but nothing like on the board. So after we moved to Orlando, that's when I'm like, oh, that shit works. Write it down now. So that's when we started doing that. But just a lot of shit going on, dealing with the Crave show. We just got the Crave show offer. Then COVID hits, and now they're like, yo, let's pause it. But we weren't even scared. I was just like, all right, yeah, we'll just wait till whatever this is blows over. But anyways, we do shrooms, and I'm like, yeah, I want to go outside. I want to walk, right? It just
be in touch with nature.
I want to be in touch with nature, bro. I want to go touch some grass.
Yeah.
So I'm living at right behind Ryerson.
Okay.
Dalhousie, right? So it's 155 Dalhousie.
By the courtyard and all that.
Yeah. So right there where the metro is, right in the middle of the city. Now, back in 2016, when we're coming to the city, me and Jermaine were just like two bigger guys. So I'm like, yo, it's gonna be. I don't want to be like cooped up in a condo with you. I'm gonna feel claustrophobic. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Wait a minute. Make it seem like the condo's 4 feet tall.
Yeah, dog. I'm telling you, bro. You just like when big niggas are standing in a room, you're just like, damn, I just feel small. So I kind of wanted. Mainly, I just wanted high ceilings. Like,
okay.
That's it. And we're coming from Branson, so we have a lot of space. So I'm not, used to this new like lifestyle.
Oh, I've been to this place you're talking about.
Dalhousie, right?
Yeah. I pulled up over there. That was a nice spot.
High ceiling, yeah. So you see it. It was just very spacious. So we found it for a good price, and we're like, all right, we grabbed it in 2016. Anyways, we wanted to go outside, touch some grass, and I'm like, all right, let's do it. We go outside, and there's no grass at all, no grass whatsoever, dead grass. We seen a squirrel with half his fur off. Bro, I swear to God.
City was fucking with you at that point.
You
felt like I'm surrounded by toxic shit.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, he gets it, bro. I'm telling you. I thought I was crazy. But I'm like, yo, I came out here for nature and I can't find none. So the closest place we can go to is the Ryerson courtyard.
Okay.
So we're walking through there and that's where I see a squirrel with no fucking fur or half his fur. I'm seeing patches of grass. I'm seeing like trees that are supposed to be alive, dead.
Yeah, that squirrel seen some shit.
You know what I mean? Bro, this is summer. This is tough. August.
Yeah.
Bro, so then I'm seeing like needles on the ground and shit. So I'm just like,
you had a bad trip.
No, the thing was, it was good because I was just like, I'm seeing all the shit that I'm realizing like, yo, this is what I'm seeing every day, but I'm brushing it off. So this is like phase one of my trip. So now I'm walking around, I'm just like, damn, this ain't it. But the whole time I'm still like thinking of Orlando, thinking of like, not even Orlando specifically, but just leaving Toronto, where am I gonna go?
Yeah.
Then later on, we go upstairs to the roof, and now I'm just like, this is what tripped me out the most. So I was talking to Jermaine, I was just like, yo, there's so much shit we have to like, our brain has to process that we may not be thinking of right away. So I'm like, the sirens, people are yelling. We just started listening to all the things that we're hearing right now. Cars honking, fucking people screaming, all this shit. And then, let's say around that corner, I heard someone like talking around the corner. And I'm like tripping out, I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like Jermaine's voice is going down. I was with my boy, his voice is like going down. And I'm hearing just someone around the corner. I'm like, yo, I can't hear you guys, but I'm hearing someone else.
Yeah.
And in the weirdest way, I seen two people talking in a wheelchair, but I can't see them around the corner. So I'm like, yo, where the fuck is this voice coming from? I'm hearing their conversation. I'm hearing exactly what they're saying. I walk around the corner and I like match their lips to what I'm already hearing. And it was two people in a wheelchair.
That's crazy.
And it tripped me out the most. I'm like, how did I know there are two people in a wheelchair? And I like almost fainted because too much was happening now. So I think this is where I started like
overstimulation.
Yeah. So I told Jermaine, like, yo, I need to sit down right now. Told him the whole situation as it was happening in real time. So after I came back down from that, I was good. And then we went back inside and then we started talking about Orlando, started talking about like where we'd move to and like how we need a new change of like scenery. We need grass. We need like just to change it up to really like getting a new element to write the show. And then Orlando just made sense because our dog was already living out there. We had family out there. So it's like, okay, this may be a easy way to kind of go there, see if it works, get a ball rolling. But
yeah.
It started with shrooms, man.
That's what's up. Honestly, I say it all the time. Like shrooms and psychedelics in general, and like, you know, Joe Rogan, he's big on it. He says like every politician should take shrooms and stuff before they want to go ban it and stuff. And it's like it really just opens your mind up to so much stuff, you know?
Things you're already thinking of, things you want answers to. Like we like almost trace back everything we did from the start of our YouTube days, and like we're like, why do we know this was the right move? Why do we know this is the next right step to take? Why do we know this guy was a good guy to like get into business with and shit? Just like question all the shit that we just didn't know, didn't learn, didn't go to school for. But like, how do we know this shit? So we're just like, it just taught us like, all right, let's just trust our instincts.
Yeah.
We're thinking it's time to leave the city and like get a new perspective. let's do it. Like, fuck it. That was it.
100%. You got to go with your gut, right? You ever tried microdosing?
Yeah, that's the first time we had it. It was like little pills, but I feel like it wasn't doing the real deal thing. Like
to have a trip, you gotta like eat some shrooms for sure. But like even like for the microdosing, I like it because it's like you could do that shit daily. You take and you get like a little slight effect of like that same. You like nature, you want to like, you know, be having epiphanies and stuff like that, you know?
Or like precision with your thoughts and shit like that. Yeah, because we would do that little chocolate ones and we would like edit on them and shit like that.
Because even that alone, bro, like to be able to control your mind, like that's why I like Adderall too, but the shrooms is a little better because it's like the ability to just, I'm going to think about this for 3 hours. I'm just going to think about that. I'm not going to get distracted by anything.
Bro, I didn't go on my phone once. Like the whole time I was on it, I just forgot it was there. And I remember like signing out of life of like telling that everyone, yo, I'm gonna be doing shrooms just at the crib. Like, if you really need me, call me, but like don't call me type shit. And I remember like literally signing out of everything and just saying, all right, I'm here, I'm in the moment. And we're able just to like reflect on everything and like ask yourself those questions and then want to go outside and realize that. Now we go to the roof, realize that, go back downstairs, listen to music, and we're just like, we come back down. But it was different, honestly. And I've only done them like 3 times. I did like maybe twice after that, but in a different setting and just seeing like after some years, I'm like, all right, let me try it now.
100%.
It's
a spiritual trip. I don't think you got to do it all the time.
You don't got to do it. That's all my neighbors were going to fucking apartment 200 on shrooms. I'm like, bro, I don't want that experience, bro. Like,
I've had bad trips. Like even my first performance, I was on shrooms. Like,
for real?
Yeah, that was bad because especially when I started to come down, I was in front of like, I think like 2,000 people or something like that, like a crazy amount. I can't remember exactly how many people it was, but it was too many people, man. I was tripping, you know?
Too many people.
Yeah, definitely a time and a place.
Yeah, no, I feel like it was always something I had to do alone or just like with some people that I know I'm good with, but
I don't know about the whole, you say you signed out of everything. I would probably trip myself out. I'd be in the middle of the trip talking about, I forgot my password.
Oh, no. I meant mentally signed out.
Oh, okay,
I would definitely forget that shit,
Yeah.
I just like say, all right, I'm not touching my phone, like I'm off of it. I'm like not going back on.
Yeah, mentally checked out for sure.
Yeah. But it's something different. I see Joe Rogan talk about it all the time, and he goes far with shit. I don't know if I go too far.
Yeah, well, like like peyote, like go down to Arizona, do some peyote with the natives. That'd be
crazy,
right? The ayahuasca down there in the Amazon.
Yeah, that'd be crazy, man. I just think
some of the psychedelics, bro. Like the ayahuasca, the tribes people, not to cut you off, but the tribes people in the Amazon, they believe in it so much that they be giving it to their babies.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, they really believe in it as a way of life.
Honestly, now that I support that, I can rock with it because I feel like babies are just like, they're so pure. They're so like, you know what I mean? They're not trained to think anything but like, it's almost like I was watching, I forget the name, Love on the Spectrum on Netflix. Okay. You watch that?
I never watched it, but you felt like they were real pure, huh?
They're pure, bro. You're laughing. You watch it? Yeah,
it's a crazy one that you pulled out,
bro. It's like they're like, my cousin had autism. I just knew like every time he was saying something, very pure, and he doesn't mean.
But I know some people on autism that they're all corrupt.
Yeah. It depends. It depends. Yeah. But the people on Love on the Spectrum, it made me think of like my cousin seeing like just there's certain things they're saying, like they were talking to a girl and they're just basically trying to find love on the show. That's what it is. And sometimes you would just say, yeah, I didn't like that girl. She talked too much. Or they'll be on a date and tell the girl, yeah, I don't know. I don't
straight
like
to their face.
Much. Straight to her face. But it's just like, they're not filtering it. They're just saying it very
Isn't
straight.
that refreshing though? Oh, man, some of the dates I've been on, I wish a girl would have just said, this isn't working.
Yeah.
And we just saved ourselves some time.
All right, great. You know what I mean? And get up. But it's like, that's the type of shit where I feel like kids also have, where it's just very pure, very straight. But like sometimes when they say it and they're calling an adult out on their shit that no one else is calling them out on, the adult now lashes out on the kid.
Oh, yeah.
Now the kid's scared. I'll never say that shit again. You know what I mean? Like, but it's just like, yo, yeah. So I agree, man, with the ayahuasca. I don't know what it would do for a kid, but I don't know if it helps them stay pure. That's kind of where my mind was going right there. But that'd be, what do they say that it does?
I think they just like it because it takes you on like spiritual trips. I can't imagine what they think it does for the baby. But I mean, my whole thing is I don't like to judge them too much because, man, we're so far removed from our real nature. Like you said, like the half-naked squirrel, and like that's the best piece of nature we have out here. They live in the forest.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm pretty sure they know what they're talking about as far as being a human. You know, they're doing it on a real level. We're kind of artificially doing it, you know?
We are, man. And now this fucking Apple VR Pro headset, bro.
You don't like it, huh?
Bro, I love it. I'm watching reviews and I'm like, yo, I'm so like,
Tempted to get one, right?
Further and further, bro. And I know it's the version 1, so I don't want to.
Fair enough.
But it's just like as a nerd, a tech nerd, like I love that shit. It's like, what do you mean I can I'll learn how to play the piano. Buy a piano, put the glass on. It
tells you what to do, yeah. Bro, or even I seen a guy, he was driving his Tesla and he was doing all kind of shit, but he could still see the road with them on. Like that's the part I love about it, because you can still see the real world, but then it has you in a whole digital world at the same time.
Yeah, man, I don't know. Technology's going far, and like you're saying, we're so far removed from like where we originally started, and that's what it's about. All right, evolution and shit, but yeah, I just want to know when we went too far,
Yeah, but I think that's one of the more entertaining things about you, man, is that you have a good balance. Like you're one of those people, like, because even let's say like you're into the VR, right? But it's not like you're out of shape or anything like that. Like I hooped with you, you know how to hoop. Like, you're saying you're gonna get into the boxing now and all this stuff. Like I know you're in the gym,
Oh my God, yeah. Tell me about boxing, man, because I was telling you about that offer that I got.
Well, the offer. Does people know? Have you told anybody about the offer you got?
No.
Because you gotta come train, man. We'll get you right. We'll get you right. You'll get that bag for sure.
Bro. Yeah, I thought, bro. I promise you. They said it to me and I was drinking, so I was already like just thinking, all right, I'll knock niggas out tonight if I have to.
Yeah, give the people a background story about the offer.
So I'm at this Creator Clash. It's a boxing event that some YouTubers put together, and it's going on in Tampa. So they invited me out a couple times, and I was just never able to make it. But this one year specifically, I'm in Orlando. They're like, hey, come out, and it was in Tampa. So now they don't have to buy me a flight. I can drive down. It's like 2 hours, 3 hours, and They asked me like months in advance. So I'm like, I hate when people ask me, what am I doing next year? I don't know, nigga. what the fuck am I doing next? I don't know, bro. So I hate answering that shit, but most times I'll say yeah and then just not go if I can't go.
Yeah.
So I say yes to this boxing event because I was just into boxing.
Just to be there in the crowd. Yeah.
They're just like, yeah, just attend, whatever, take care of you, put you up, whatever. So I'm like, yeah, whatever. Also into boxing. My uncle was a boxer, and my uncle, his brothers, 2 uncles, he was the one that had to convince my dad, like, yo, let them run with this kind of dream, this vision, because I've experienced it over here. So I was just like, all right, let me just see any parallels over here. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah.
So I go there, and now I'm like just talking about it out loud. I'm asking questions like how long they had to train, how many fighters is it, how do they match you up, whatever. And then I was talking to the guy that put it on, and he basically said, would I want to fight next year? And I was just there. So again, I'm saucy. So I'm like, yeah, like what the hell? What's the bag? And I'm seeing who I'm fighting. I'm seeing who's in my weight class.
That helps a lot too, right?
So I'm also seeing like now being in the gym more, I'm like, okay, I know what I look like at 230. I know what I can look like at 200. I know what I can look like at 250. I wouldn't go there, but 250 if I had to.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing all the cats in his weight class. So I'm like, oh, that's an easy bag. And then I'm also seeing them fight while it's going on. So I'm just asking questions throughout the night. And then I basically said, okay, what's the whole scope of this? So I would have 9 months to train, $70K USD. Guaranteed.
Come on, man. What are we waiting for?
$70K guaranteed. And I think it was $30K USD to like get a coach, a whole team, and training and all that, and that's what goes towards that. But all in, you're looking at about $100K.
That's not bad, bro. And like I said, you're an athlete, so I'm pretty confident in what you'll do.
That's why I said I thought not fucking bad. So now I started thinking about like my timeline, because I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna do this, I would seriously train from day one, knowing like literally sign out again of everything and just go and do that. So my first thought was I'm gonna go to Jamaica and train.
Yeah.
And then that's just my thoughts running away. And then I was just like, realistically, I have the show coming up. I can't just drop everything and go and train. So I had to get certain shit out the way. But it's just been in the back of my mind. I'm like, yo, I would like go do it. And I don't think no one would beat me up out there, the type of people that they're there. I think I still get beat up in practice more than I get beat up out there.
Well, you got to. That's how you get better, right? You know, right. If some of those guys in these celebrity shows are going out there and that's their first time really fighting someone, they're insane. Mm-hmm. Like, you got to do the sparring for sure. Yeah. And like you said, like, sometimes you'll be sitting on your couch, drunk, whatever, you'll be like, oh, I could go do this.
I can do that.
But in the moment, when right before that bell rings, trust me, you're gonna be nervous, especially if you haven't put the work in. It's definitely gonna show. There was that one dude did you see that dude who went on there with the dreads? He's like a creator and like a big light skinned dude, and he was boxing like shit. He was swinging like this and that. You ever see him?
On Creator, the same one?
I don't think it's on the Creator Clash, but he's like on Dazzin or something like that. One of the ones with Jake Paul and those guys.
Yeah. Wait, who's that? Who's his name? And he was just swinging.
Yeah.
He's just swinging.
Bro, that guy looks like he's gonna get hurt.
Yeah.
He's bad.
Yeah.
Like I'm wondering like what kind of training did he get? Like, you know, like that's the bad side of it where it's like, yeah, that's dangerous.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk down on this like this organization who's putting it together, but it's like those other ones like the Dazzin or whatever, those are like they're probably getting like 250 minimum. So these guys are just in there saying, let me just get this bag quick or whatever. Like the guys fighting Jake Paul, millions. Like that's their basic. So it's like 100, I'm like, okay, I'll go eat that. And like if I'm getting a million, I'll be okay to get beat up where like fight someone that's a real contender. 100K to go like definitely this guy's not gonna touch me. Like he'll probably touch me, but like
yeah, he'll touch you.
The level of competition, I was watching it right there.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my god, I'd food this guy right now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
because he
and
didn't
you probably would, because like when I got into boxing, right. I think I started sparring after because I was real fat at the time, so I had to get into shape. My coach was like, I could tell you're an athlete. Let's get you back in shape. So about after like 3 or 4 months, I started sparring. And as soon as I started sparring, bro, like there were some guys who had been there for a while, and like I was kind of handling myself with them, like you know, just off of instinct. And bro, I'm 30 years old. I've been beating kids up for like 20 years, like, you know, it's a long time, like, you know,
Yeah,
so it's like
yeah.
I might not have been fundamentally sound with everything, but you get to the idea, you know, what to do to someone.
Yeah, reaction, like you're saying, like where they're gonna like punch, seeing where someone's. It's like basketball. Like I know you're gonna pass that ball there. I'm gonna get there before you.
Yeah,
like
because that's what I would do.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what
Yeah.
I would do. So I was just thinking of it like that and seeing the competition on that level. I'm like, all right, if that offer is still there when, honestly, the end of this year after the show, if it's still there, I would go and like do that, document all of it, and like,
even if it's not my gym, like I know some gyms in the city and stuff. Like I know different places I could refer you to. Everything.
Yeah, bro. I'm
know?
literally trying to like take a whole camp to Jamaica and say no one is leaving here, bro. No one is leaving here until I'm shredded, bro. Like that's it. But one more time.
Was there any YouTubers at this clash that you recognized?
Yeah, it was all YouTubers. Yeah, there's one guy. It was his name was Jarvis. He was 6. No, not him. He's big though, man. He's like 6. Honestly, maybe like 6'5", and he was like 250.
Jeez.
But he was a big one there. What's this guy's name, man? Honestly, it was more of like that, like the white community of like YouTube and shit like that. That they knew who. Yeah, they knew who. What's his name? Ryan Wasabi or something? He's an older. Alex Wasabi. You see, look at me, Ryan Wasabi. Yeah, Alex Wasabi. He was the main card along with the other guy. But yeah, no one really from our community, to be honest, man.
But that's cool though. You get to cross over into those spaces and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like the content creation is a little segregated, the community?
Yeah, it's weird, bro. I didn't even like being. I just knew I sometimes I'd be in a room with them. I'm just like,
yeah,
bro,
we can talk about it. It's okay.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, I don't belong in this room. And it was just they're making different content. I'm like, we're not making the same shit. We're not speaking the same language and shit. You know what I mean? So I feel like that was more of a wake-up call for me and Jermaine to say, all right, what are we doing so people are not calling us like influencers and content creators? Because we're not these niggas. Like we're making content, but we're not. We're making things that people can actually relate to while these are
like I said, like you guys kind of started there, but you guys have grown a long way.
Yeah,
like
no,
you said,
for sure.
now you're doing more your dreams.
Yeah,
that
no,
was
for
that
sure.
that perfect like jumping start, you know?
Yeah, no, because at first that's what it was to us. Like, all right, what's trending? What's a YouTube video that's like the Harlem Shake Challenge and this and that? You just knew you had to do shit to get like those views and all that. But then the more we're in it, we're like, oh, we don't have to do that. You can just make funny shit.
Exactly, especially
you know
once your name's already out there and stuff, right?
Exactly. But
yeah, sometimes like my son will be watching YouTube and I'll see some of the stuff that's popping up, like, and it's like, oh, you're literally creating content for 3-year-olds. That's crazy.
And they're fine with that. And they'll leave it. It's like, all right, if you're fine to be there, all right. But we've seen so many people on YouTube like just doing shit just to do it. And I'm like, all right, if that's your pocket and you're saying that's your lane, stay there. And whatever you want to do in a couple of years, that's for you to figure out. And you see them fizzle out or you see them figure it out. So
So what about for you? Like, what's the end goal? Like when it's all said and done and, you know, you're looking down on yourself in the casket, what do you want the people who are giving your eulogies and such, you know, to be saying your legacy is and to be remembering you for?
Fuck, being a real nigga type shit. Being a real nigga type shit. Nah, man. Fuck, man. Just someone that kind of laid a foundation for, you know what I mean, my nieces, my kids at that time, like my family just kind of continue building. I think I want to expand out in Orlando, like whether that's buying property. Now it's like, all right, you guys don't have to feel so trapped if you want to go back and forth between Toronto and Orlando, but just knowing that this is possible. You know what I mean? Oh, something else is possible. Because we had to dream it because our dad didn't do it. He did certain things that we now didn't have to dream. You know what I mean? Because we're in it. But now it's like we're dreaming a little bit bigger and different. Where it's like now I just want that ripple effect to be like, whatever generational curses me and my brother broke, I just want my kids and the next to continue breaking whatever we couldn't break.
Which is, I'm sure, is what your dad was thinking anyways, right? And are you first generation over here?
Yeah.
Like so many of us, right?
Yeah, literally. So it's just that, man. Leaving something behind, like owning our shit. Like I don't even desire to be like filthy rich. Just like just free. Just, you know what I mean? Whatever financially free may be to like my people, but just being able to help out when I need to, being able to be a helping hand or just someone to say, yo, you can go to him for this. So whatever that looks like, man, honestly, but I just want to keep creating, get into different things, find out different loves and shit. If I get into boxing now and that's like 5 years and I do that, you know what I mean? Like just honestly having fun, man.
And just being and enjoy it, right?
Yeah, being in the moment always, honestly.
Yeah. Well, as someone who, when I first seen you, man, I was just thinking like these guys are hilarious. That's the thing that made me hit you guys in the first place. I was just enjoying the videos, enjoying the content. And ever since, you've always been a real one, man. So I'm sure everything you just said is gonna come to fruition 100%.
Thank you, man. I hope, man. I'll keep being a real nigga. It's hard, bro. It's hard, bro. People are so weird, man. Fuck.
100%,
hard to be a real
man.
nigga out here, man. What about you?
What do you mean? Like, well, I want people to remember me for?
You're looking in the casket. What are you wearing first off? Are you Gucci
definitely something fresh, like a suit with some fur and shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that there's a few hoes and shit. Like, I don't want niggas to remember me as a nigga that didn't get no bitches and shit. I mean, like, honestly, just like leaving a positive legacy. And like you said, bro, you really want to do everything you want to do so your kids believe that they can do everything they want to do. Because whenever my daughter tells me I want to do this, that, or the third, no matter what it is, I just want her to accomplish it. Yeah, I just want to set her up to accomplish it.
Yeah, just to know it's achievable, and that's it. Because we're set to believe like nothing's achievable. Just stay in line.
Yeah, you're from Toronto. Relax, buddy.
Yeah. Like, bro, what is that? So I feel like that shifted. So we gotta like. Also, when fucking the Raptors won a championship, that made me say, oh, if you guys don't. Oh my God, I didn't even answer your question about believing in like a higher power or anything like that.
Oh, that's when you believed?
That's what, yo, dog. It just made me say, all right, there's something in this universe that just broke what was once unbreakable. And it shattered, and we're all like covering Toronto, and like that night when we won, it was just like everything, bro.
I remember being out in the streets.
Bro. Yeah, I was out, bro. Like I said, we were right behind Ryerson. So I'm watching the game, and I'm looking at Dundas Square fill up, like literally out my window. So I'm like, yo, wait, I think we have to go outside.
Yeah.
Nobody knew why. We're just like, yo, I think I have to go outside.
Everyone just wandered outside. Just
like, what is going on?
No, we had never experienced nothing like that.
And that alone just made me say, all right, like, it felt like, funny enough, man, and it's fucking weird, but it felt like.
On a crazy full circle moment, though, when we won the championship, to Nathan Phillips Square, and I was swimming in the shit.
Was that you swimming?
I swam in Nathan Phillips Square.
You're sick,
I was hyped, bro. I was so excited.
Wait.
I see you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I saw you.
Pointing at me.
Yeah.
Like,
come on, what are you doing in the water, bro? But I just felt it.
This guy booked me, but you put me on your story.
Yeah.
Such an idiot, bro. Because now he asked me like, yo, was that you in this guy's story?
Yeah, bro. That's what I said. Right when you said in the middle, I said that was you because I remember that.
That's
bro.
so funny.
That's hilarious.
Like in the middle bro, it was crazy.
You couldn't get up and shit. Yeah. But it was just like people started clapping for you or some shit. But it was just, fuck, man. It was.
They loved it though.
It's life changing, man.
Yeah, something happened in that moment. And I just think like everyone felt it. Like, so to answer your question of like, do what I believe in, like, I just believe in some sort of energy, some sort of like, and whether that revolves around the universe, whether that's like God or whatever it may be, like, I just feel like there's something where it's like you do good, you get something back. You know what I mean? You do bad, you get something back. It's like almost like a rhythm, bro, like of just fucking.
And it almost connects us all because, like you said, it's like
it's a pattern, it's a beat, and if you're fucking dancing with this beat or whatever it is, like something's gonna come from it. And I feel like Toronto, we're dancing with it for a minute, we're getting close and not close enough, and we're getting a little closer, then it's like we still fall short, and then it's like we finally hit it, But I feel like within that, and all the creatives that are coming out of the city, like everything that was happening from Toronto, from that like gap of like 20, like honestly you could call it like 2012, 2010, fucking till 2019, the city really exploded, and then COVID happened. Everything was just unplugged. The city just died.
Yeah.
Like completely. And it was just like, but it was a reset for now, a new moment. And now something new is building with like a Scotty Barnes. That's just on the Raptor side, but like fucking everything.
Maybe not with
in
the
the
Raptors.
city,
We might be a little far.
My fault. But just
Is it on
everything,
again?
you know?
Yeah. Do you think Scotty Barnes should have been an All-Star this year? You think he got snubbed?
He improved, man. He improved. But I'll tell you what, I went over to Orlando and I was watching the Magic, and I think he got away with Rookie of the Year. Because Franz Wagner is a fucking
beast.
You can't fuck with those Euro boys.
Yeah.
It's different. They're just different. There's certain things that Americans are just like, yo, you can't fuck with them. But Manu Ginobili came and gave Kobe problems, and niggas said, who's that guy? You know what I mean? Like, Euros are just different. And I think Franz got overlooked, or like niggas just weren't looking his way at all because of where
marketing.
he came from. Marketing, all that. So you got yours, and now again, what I said about the universe, you're gonna have to get it back. You got that. Maybe they snubbed you this year. You're playing really well, but you're gonna have to feel that because it's like you can't just.
Even just the Raptors saying that, oh, we don't want to trade Scotty for KD. We might have made a mistake there. We might have to pay for that one in the long run.
You're gonna have to pay for that. You're gonna have to pay for that because I get it, and it's sick to like stand by something because. I don't know. If I was the Raptors, I would have done whatever Kawhi wanted to do that 1 year.
Yeah.
Win back to back. Tell everyone shut up. Hold
exactly,
it.
Yeah.
Because we would have won.
100%. The next year, the bubble, easy dub, yeah.
We would have won. But whatever. I'm grateful.
Right.
Is it cheesy how much you see Scotty Barnes at every TTC stop?
No, I'm not even here, bro, so I don't even know where that is. But good for him. I see him on Subway. The bowling thing or whatever, but
he's a marketable guy. I like him. He's a good kid.
like
you know, I
Scotty.
feel like he has a Toronto energy, even though he's not from here. It feels like he's from here. You know,
and those are always the best, man. Honestly, I like what everyone did. I enjoy OG Anunoby over at the Knicks because I just feel like he's a great defender, great player. He's erupting over there. Scotty's gonna be good. Honestly, most importantly, it's just good of what Toronto's become with like marketing and being able to look at Scotty and say Subway now, this. You put him everywhere. You know what I mean?
RJ Barrett got traded, and like the next day there was an Osmos commercial. Like it's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like we were so behind, so now it's like people are really paying attention. That's what I'd like to see, just some sort of evolution.
Growth, man. The city's growing, you know.
That's it, man.
Like I said, man, you're a big part of it. You know, I like to think I've played a small part in it too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, real ones recognize real ones, and that's why we had to have you on the show for sure, you know?
Appreciate it. Anytime, man, anytime. Yeah.
The Raptors was obviously one of them as well, but if you could give me 3 Toronto slang words that you excel completely, that just cheeses you.
XL?
XL 3 Toronto slang words forever. Which ones would they be?
Oh my. Damn, that's hard. I don't even know if I would take any away because like even if I didn't use them, I seen people use them in a way where I'm like, nice. Nice. But I didn't think of that one. Like, I don't know if I
couldn't think of any that I would want to get rid of for sure. Like,
maybe the only thing like if some like because we put the AZ at the end. When people would put an AZ at somewhere, I'm like, that one doesn't fit, bro. You can do it anywhere, but that one doesn't. You got to know it doesn't fit same way. You know what I mean?
But sometimes it works, like a Legos.
That one works. That's good though. You know what I mean? Like, and that can actually mean something.
Defos, you know,
that's nice. I'll never. Oh my god.
That's,
but like,
a lot of other people, they could use that, you know. Google what defos means and add it to your vocabulary.
Well, someone would say something like, "Yo, pass me a pillows." I'm like,
no,
it doesn't work, bro.
You took it too far.
That one doesn't work. You're down here. You know what I mean? And those are niggas. Going too far.
One step too far.
Are there any influencers or just like content creators, whatever you want to call in the city that you mess with that are from Toronto?
Yeah. And they're gonna be I don't know if I can say that, but I fuck with a couple. Lucas Lopez is a funny fucking kid, man. Spanish kid. I'm half Colombian, and I feel like we never really like flex our Colombian.
I never knew. Yeah, you never really touched on that.
Yeah. So our mom was Colombian, but our mom was she like ran away from fucking like her Colombian heritage, and it was always so lame. I was just like, bro. Not to put the blame on her and why we don't speak Spanish, because now I'm old enough to go learn it myself. But I'm just like, man, you just didn't embrace your heritage where my dad was Jamaican, embracing everything Jamaican. So now I'm just more Jamaican. But He definitely he's hilarious, man. He hits all those points. He hits home with a lot of the Colombian jokes. Hassan Phil's great stand-up comedian, man. I'm excited to see what he does next 5 years.
Yeah, we had him on the show.
Hassan is hilarious, man.
Yeah, really
Hassan
funny.
is hilarious, man. In a weird way, I think that guy's like our brother.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah, he says it too. It's just like talking to one of the guys. Like
it's weird. So like when we had him on the podcast, that was the first time meeting him, and we're just like, all right, like let's just record. We had to go on a time schedule, so we just had to record, but it worked. Lucas was the very first time too on the podcast. Met him, sat down, we recorded. We're like, oh, you don't need, you know what I mean? When you're gonna vibe with someone, you're gonna vibe with someone. You don't need nothing else. So yeah, I'll put those two down, man. I'll submit that.
Okay, yeah, that's what's up. One more thing too. You have anything coming up like that you want to tell the people to go check out?
Shit, man. Random Order podcast for sure. And honestly, other than this Crave show we're working on, Office Movers, I'm excited. And when
when's that
comes
dropping?
out, I don't even know. That's the thing, man. I'm one of those niggas.
Because you're still shooting, right? You don't know. Right?
Yeah. We're about to go into production, but if not this year, I imagine next year.
Yeah. And before it drops, come back on and let us know it's dropping.
I'd love to. I'm sending my brother. I told him.
Yeah. That'll be perfect. Yeah. Shout out to Jay.
Yeah, I'm gonna send him.
Yeah. That'll be perfect.
Do the second half.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask him about the shrooms.
It's funny because the shroom story is going to be completely different from his point of view. And like you said, you guys are right next to each other, same room. Like, yeah, we could do that for sure.
I'm down.
Maybe not right here at a different location, but yeah.
Take me to a cabin, and I'm down, bro. But ask him about the shrooms and ask him about me here in the wheelchair.
Yeah,
and he'll tell you it's crazy, man. And ask him about my dad. Anything you want.
Yeah.
I think it's a trip, man. But
amazing,
yeah, man. Anytime, man. Anytime.
For sure. Well, I mean, we appreciate you coming to the show, man.
Of course, man.
You're welcome to come anytime. You're a Northern Ruckus family member now.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Got you
maybe
locked
getting
in.
into boxing.
Yeah.
I'm hitting you up.
Pull up, brother. I'm there all times. Like I got a little black eye on my leg right now too from sparring. I'm sparring 4 or 5 days a week, every week, like constantly. I love boxing. It's my passion. Like so, whenever you're ready, just pull up.
Yeah, no, I'll do that, man. I'll come get a workout in. Maybe I'm not ready to spar, but we'll see.
Sorry, we're coming for that bag, man. What do you say, 70 bags? We're coming for that.
We'll get it. Yeah, we'll split that down the middle, bro. We got to go.
Fuck down the middle. I'm just going to make sure you get that, and I'm telling you, throw me on the next one.
Let's do it, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Man, appreciate you. All right, guys. Peace.